Hey guys, and welcome back for another video. So this one was pretty interesting because lately we've been talking a lot about paternity and moms doing their kids really wrong. I mean, if you haven't noticed, that's been like the vibe that's been going on in the last few videos. So I found this one. It was a story time from a young lady who I just think is absolutely amazing. The way that she tells this story, you can believe, of course, what she's saying, and you can tell that she's just being very sincere about it, but she's actually super sweet. And it's like one of those things where it's like, if that was me, I would have not reacted that way. So it's like kudos to her for handling this situation so well and having such a positive attitude about it, because a lot of people, including myself, I would have been going ham on any and everybody that would have been in my pathway after finding out something like this. But let's hear her story.
I'm 35, and a week ago I found out that I have another father. I went on Ancestry. I was just on there to look at my racial makeup, because my entire life when I was growing up, I didn't feel like I looked like anybody on my mom's side or my dad's side. What I didn't know was I had a whole nother father. Woke up on a Monday morning, and I had an email say, okay, another email from Ancestry, another fourth relative, another third relative. I click on it, boom, I see it says parent child. I'm like, and then it's like the whole world stopped, and I just stood there. So I'm just flabbergasted, just sitting there confused as hell, like what the hell. And I click on the email and I read it, and it says, hi, Miss Morris, according to Ancestry, it says that I'm your parent. Oh, hell no. Like, excuse me, I know who my parents are. Like, sir, I'm sorry, but I think this is an error. So I'm in denial, like hardcore denial for a whole, like, just, I can't believe it. And so, but in my heart it's like, hold on, let me wait, let me ask my mom's a few questions. So I say, hold on. I call my mom, say, hey mom, this dude is on Ancestry DNA, and Ancestry said that he's my biological father. We got some talking to do. Like, mom, you and I, we talk about everything. We close, and you never even brought this up. You never even said anything about I could have another father. So I'm confused. And then she tells me, like, yeah, I know him from high school. So this is 35 years ago. And she's like, yeah, I remember him from high school, da 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 da. And I'm like, oh my God, so you know this person? And then I'm like, mom, Ancestry is saying I have another parent, that he's my father. And she's like, yeah, girl. She just instantly.
Oh, I am so sorry. Like, she handled that part so well. Like, your mama was just like, yeah, girl, like, I was a hoe back in the day. Like, no, first of all, no, you need to do so much explaining. This is not enough. Like, yeah, girl, that's wow, that's crazy. Like, what? So for 35 years, you lied to this young woman, and you obviously lied to the dude that she's been calling dad this whole time. And you know what? After seeing stuff like this, my future husband, he has asked and told me if we have any children, when we have children, I will require a paternity test. And you know what? I am totally okay with that, because you know what? I want you to rest easy, baby. Like, for real, this is wild. 35 years? Jesus.
He agrees. And it was like, yeah, he's your dad. And I can't believe it. Wow, I never even thought of that, because I assumed that your dad, the man she married and loved, is your father. Everybody.
She assumed. And what do they say about assuming? It makes an ass out of you and me.
I did my whole life, they say, you look just like him, because we're the same skin color and stuff. So, and I have larger lips, and he has larger lips. So, they like, yeah, he looks just like you. That's your dad. But my mom was a kid. She was like a junior in high school. So in her head, like, she really, really, really thought that was my real father. I don't care about the whole, well, that's why you act weird comments, the little snooty little remarks, because now I understand, oh, okay, I inherited this other side. So it makes sense now, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, whatever. But some days I wake up like emotionally guilty, like, I feel bad, I shouldn't have went on there, but I have to like put how I feel first, because how I feel is like,
I'm glad she said that I do have to put how I feel first, because honey, you should not feel bad. You let out a dark secret that your mother had been carrying for years that affected not only your life, but the two men that were involved. And that's not right. And the truth definitely needed to get out, and I'm glad it did in an amicable way. And, that her mom wasn't too mad at her and stuff, and their relationship got destroyed. But I mean, I would be like, look, mom, you got some splaining to do.
I needed to know this. And like, I prayed my whole life. As a child, I used to be like, my dad was, let's be real, he was very mean growing up. So I used to just be like, I wish I had another father, and I wish he'd come back and get me. And I was saying this stuff out of hurt and out of anger. But the truth is, I do have another father. Find out stuff that's absolutely shocking, and you may not be ready for it, but when it's time to learn the truth, it's going to come out. But I thank God that it was a pleasant way. It was hard at first, but as it's improving every day.
Well, I am definitely glad to hear that her situation is improving every day. First of all, I would like to say for 35, this girl has some amazing skin and teeth. Like, she looks great. But that last part was like really touching. She said that she often wondered why her dad was mean to her, and she would wish for another dad growing up. Well, now the truth is out. Maybe her dad low-key knew that mom cheated on him or something way back when in high school, and he knew about this. Or maybe it was like a subconscious thing where he like kind of didn't know, but like emotionally he just was never attached to her because something was off. Something was off about their relationship. And sometimes men have intuition just as much as women do. So I definitely encourage every man who watches this channel, if you have any children that you have question about, go ahead and get a paternity. Because you know what? At the end of the day, nobody says that you have to stop loving them, but you should know. You should definitely know, because the last thing you want to do is find out the hard way. All right, you guys, leave me a comment, tell me what you think, and I will see you next time.